since I saw you. I had double vision.
What's good, you guys? It's your girl Krys. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Y'all already know it's about to go down when you see me in this environment, when you see the refrigerator behind me that I'm about to cook. In today's video, you guys are gonna see me make Sunday dinner. I'm gonna do some red beans and rice, jasmine rice, because it's my absolute favorite. And then I'm also going to do oxtails in it, and some smoked turkey necks and some sausage. And then I also got some cornbread to add to it as well. It's the first time I'm making it, so I'm excited to do things for the first time with you guys and bring you along with me, you know, because I really feel like this meal is super simple. Really, honestly, it's just the fact that it's cooking time and then it takes a couple hours to cook. So I really need to get started, because we're already approaching, you know, 2 in the afternoon, and it's gonna take a couple of hours to get where it needs to get. I really wanted to start working on making like more southern meals, like more hearty meals. I feel like I know how to do the healthy stuff, and I know how to do, you know, a lot of the meals that I grew up eating, and have kind of figured out my own style. I know how to do a lot of the like Chinese foods and stuff like that, but in this case I really wanted to get down to my roots and start figuring out what I like and what I don't like, so that, you know, for my future family, for my future gatherings, I can cook from the heart. If you haven't already, before we move forward, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications, okay? And without further ado, let's go ahead and get on into this video. You guys, starting off, we are of course gonna make sure that everything is clean. Here I'm just cleaning out the sink. I'm prepping the pan, or the pot I should say, that I'm using to cook out of. I'm also prepping the beans, the vegetables, and the meat. As you guys can see, I'm kind of putting or spooning the beans into my hand and kind of checking and making sure that I get the ugly ones out of there. Also, a rule of thumb with those, make sure that you check the bottom of your beans for little pebbles or stones, because what's crazy is they're actually in there, and I would hate for somebody to chip a tooth because they forgot to take one of those out. But just, you know, thoroughly check for them. Some people do soak their beans overnight, or for at least 24 hours. Me personally, I found that soaking them for an hour or so worked perfectly fine the way they came out with this recipe. But again, that is personal preference. Here I'm just prepping the vegetables, so I'm dicing up some bell peppers, some green onion, celery, regular onion, and I'm doing the sausage here as well. now I'm gonna throw all of the seasonings into a big pot. I'm gonna saute them, and boom, as you can see, it just takes just a flick of the wrist and all of my seasonings are prepped and cooked and ready for the water and the beans to go right into the pot. I did go ahead and refill up that bowl as soon as I was done dumping everything into the pot, and put more water in there because of course I had to make sure there was enough liquid to not only cover the beans but to cover the meat that I was going to add to the pot as well. Alright, you guys, so at this point the beans have been cooking for about 4 hours. The meat is starting to separate from the bone. We're getting some thickness starting to brew up in the pot, which is exactly what we're looking for. But wait till y'all see this next clip at 6 hours in, y'all. Do you see how thick and how creamy the sauce has become? Those beans are completely broken down. That meat is literally breaking off of that bone as we stir up the pot, okay? Immaculate. I was extremely happy with the way this meal turned out. Y'all should have saw how big my mom's eyes got. My sister was like, oh my gosh, these are so good. One of my other sisters took a whole big old container home of the beans, and everybody enjoyed them. So I was super grateful and super thankful. We have reached the end of this video, and if y'all do decide to try this recipe, please comment down below and let me know how much y'all liked it. Other than that, do not forget to tell your friends and family that your girl Krys is now creating. Like, comment, subscribe, and turn on them post notifications. I'll see you next time.
Krys.